Add some more water to it, or?
No, probably just more. At this point, you use more juice. What he likes to do is use the salt water in the very beginning to cook it, because the salt and the water will break the meat down. Okay. So just add more. There you go.
Almost grabbed the handle.
Oh, I know, huh?
Yeah, now we got the 4 bricks, I'm not quite as worried about it.
So now what we'll do is maybe that one, throw some of this wood in that.
Okay.
In a minute. Like that.
Did he use a new grate?
Yeah, I did, and on that one I'll put this one on when we lift that.
Oh,
switch
okay.
over.
Now, what do you do with the wood? Why do you do the wood with the coals?
You're just trying it.
I'm just trying it out.
An experiment.
Because you know how we have to add coals after, like we're going to have to add it to that one for the next batch.
Yeah.
And then the time it takes that coal to ignite and light off, it's like, you know, it's a little bit of time.
Okay.
So what I wanted to try to do is get some of these small chunks burning in there.
Yeah.
And then, right when we're ready to, close to the end of that, to get it hot and ready for the next batch. So it burns hotter and a little longer.
Okay.
We'll see how it works. I could have a big bonfire out here, I don't know.
Well,
I just, use maybe 2 or 3 pieces in there.
yeah.
That's perfect right there.
Yeah, you said about 4 inches or so. I have a chop saw, so I think with the hot coals should get those going fairly quick.
Yeah.
It is oak. Oak burns hot.
That's what we want. Hotness.
What was that?
Doesn't sound like a fish trying to suck something up. Yeah, that pond did turn green, huh? Yeah.
Does it have a filter in there?
Yeah, something's wrong with it. Tina was over trying to mess with it.
So you scrape the meat on the walls to keep
that clean, get all that.
Or it'll just cake on?
Yeah, so it doesn't burn up the side.
Yeah, I'm taking video of this stuff, so when you narrate.
It's for prosperity.
Making a documentary.
Yeah,
on the History Channel.
I do have some good footage from the last time, and I just need to get it edited.
See, it's like those now starting to burn out, the holes. Looks like it.
Yeah, they're getting pretty low.
That number you called me from yesterday, was that cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, because I called it to say I was going to be a little late.
Oh, did you?
But it went on to voice thing, so I figure I'll just leave now.
A 706 number or 494 number did you? Because I think I called you once from the house phone.
It's a 510 number.
Yeah.
You can hear them smoldering in there. The cauldron. I know if they stay too long on one thing, they tend to burn. Wow, there's a lot of moisture in there still.
Yeah, it was. This batch was already burning out.
Really?
I mean, it was going good when I got here, and then it just started petering out. So I added more coals in there. Ooh, it's hot.
Even with the welding gloves on.
I know, even with those on, that heat's going right through. keep them going.
So are you a chef?
I'm a sous chef.
A sous chef. I'm sorry, what was your first name again?
Matt.
Matthew, okay. Matthew the sous chef from Colorado. Yeah, there's that's one grade below the executive chef.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Means I do all the work.
That's right.
He claims all the credit.
Yeah, he
Or something.
sorts out the veggies and gets them all chopped up and prepped and
Do all the prep stuff, all the sauteing and
right.
getting ready and plating and
And the man with the big tall hat comes in and yells some more and goes back in his office, has another shot of cognac, whatever gifts the produce guys give him, because they spoil the hell out of him, bribe him. Buy my product. One of my students, former students, a graduate, had a produce.
purveyor or
Yeah, he would sell to the restaurants.
yeah.
So he'd go in and to each chef and buy them Christmas presents, bottles of the best booze, Raider tickets, just to get in the door.
Out here a little more competitive.
Very competitive.
You guys, California produce, nothing compares to it. You know, anything we get in Colorado most likely comes from California or Mexico.
Oh.
We're lucky California. It's just some of the best. Of course, you guys are using all our water, so it's okay.
No, they send it down south, Southern California.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right there.
Yeah, they waste it on lawns and swimming pools.
What's up with that?
Keep that LA desert not a desert or something.
Right, we use ours for agricultural.
Guess they decided Mexico didn't need it anymore.
Yeah, it's getting there.
This one's pretty close. Point where they're breaking
No,
down.
it's still got it's a little more ways to go, looks like.
I just added orange juice to it. Should I add any water or
no,
more?
just let that cook.
Yeah. Is that too hot? Cook it too hot, or is that just right?
No, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's surprising how copper will clean when you get the spoons and the meat and rub it around the sides. That it comes off from the times that I've done it before. It just makes sense for cleaning. In the end, it's almost very little work.
Should have seen it yesterday when we took these out and cleaned them with the lemon and the salt. You know, of course you get all that grease off from storing it, but then you know, just sitting there, and really it's just elbow grease after a while. But
How shiny it gets.
Oh yeah, it just gets right back to brand new. This pot's over 100 years old, Grandpa was saying.
Right, it is.
And you know, you can't really tell much of a difference. They're both made in Mexico, but you really can't tell the difference between the two, given wear and tear and use. But yeah, they look great. All cleaned up like that.
Well, I believe, however, they discovered about copper, or maybe it was at the time was the cheapest elements to use, but it conducts heat on a very even level.
That's what we were talking about, was to do anything on the flavor.
Well,
But it just cooks more evenly.
yes, it does. It goes all the way through. So, I mean,
I've read some things that says the copper pot, they line them all now with stainless steel, because for some cooking it gives off an undesirable effect. I don't know if you call that ionization or
okay, with the
something.
steel lining, you mean?
They line the steel to keep it from the copper flavoring the food, whereas here it seems like it's a desired effect.
Yes, it is.
But I wonder what it does to other foods that they don't want that to happen to. Like, for example, if say you're cooking with a sauce with wine, if they don't want that,
right?
Or something. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah. Well, you're a chef with flavors.
You're going to have to get a copper pot and another pot at home and experiment.
Right.
Grandpa's been taking a nap.
Yeah, he's out moving his car. He's going, alright, I could take a nap now.
Probably sleeping in his car. Should have seen when I woke him up this morning.
Yeah.
Scared the heck out of him.
Yeah.
Started off with a real like, Grandpa, wake up. And I started wiggling his toe a little bit.
Ah.
And he's like, what? He's like, you lucky I didn't shoot you. I was like, I'm glad you didn't have your gun.
You were whispering. He couldn't hear you.
Yeah, until finally I was looking at his foot and be like, Grandpa, wake up.
Yeah, he can't hear.
No, he was real adamant about, make sure you wake me up at 4 o'clock.
Now it's looking better.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, see, it's getting to there. So you shouldn't have to really add too much juice to it anymore.
Okay.
Right, it cooks in its own juices.
Or you may just so that now it's just a matter of stirring and keeping that bottom on.
Yeah.
From burning.
How long until I get a mouthful of it? I'm just dying.
What?
How long until
It'll be a while.
Oh.
It'll be a while.
A while?
Well, not a long time, but
At that point now, I'm probably going to want to, if you have a couple more bricks, to we'll raise it up.
We got those half ones, but we could go back to the way it was set up a minute ago.
well, you ran out of bricks. Who keeps calling you?
Oh, my girlfriend's texting. I sent her a picture, and she was all, "What's in there?" So, man, the pork, it's a piggy.
Yeah, I often wonder. I see people texting and things, and why don't I just call them up and talk? Hello?
So, well, you know what it is? We were talking about that.
No, I don't know what it is. It's a killer is what it is.
It's because some people, you know, they won't answer the phone, but it's just a quick message. They'll look at it, read it, and then just keep going whatever it is they're doing instead of taking the time to. Sometimes I go, man, I'm texting. If the words are too much, it's like I'm calling you. My fingers can't do that.
Because you guys are from the generation that uses your phones as phones.
Yep.
Nowadays it's a computer, a timer, a music box, everything.
Well, the honest truth, phones are killing the ignorant generations that don't look at traffic. And I say, more power to us. Get those idiots off the streets, off the roads, and pay attention, because they're going to kill us. And also they're getting robbed because they're so involved in the phone. Somebody comes up and hits them in the head. Don't even have to do that. Just yank it and run, and they're in a stupor.
Let's raise that up, Matt.
All right. Want to put those two the way they used to be?
Yeah, we'll do it like you guys. Slide over there.
You didn't change the iron?
Yeah, that's what they start with. So when we get rid of this batch, we'll
Okay.
switch them out.
Because that thing bows. That's pretty. Well, let's just take a couple of pictures here. So what culinary academy did you go to? The one in San Francisco, Cordon Bleu? One of my neighbors.
I got experience on the job. I've been cooking in the kitchen for 16 years.
Oh, okay.
Those credentials don't impress me.
Did you have a good teacher or chef? It's us all in. Who's their main executive chef?
Her name's Paula McIntosh.
Uh-huh. It's always on-the-job training and a mentor that's really involved in their passion.
We figure all these kids go to culinary school and spend $60,000 on 2 years, and then they got to go stage, which is an internship that's unpaid in a kitchen. So they go and they do that for another year. So they just got this $60,000 education, and now they're working for free for a year, so they can get their name on paper, so they can go out and do another kitchen, where they're only going to be making as much money as I'm making already. So that's why I didn't go to school for that. I made the mistake of going to college for English literature, so I wasted my time there.
Well, not really.
No,
when you go out,
and explain how everything's.
When you go to the patrons, exactly. No, that's hand in glove.
So everyone that I know in the college town where I live, it's about a mile and a half away from where they started their work. Yeah. In our restaurant, you can't throw a rock without hitting someone who has either a master's in like chemistry, who's serving food, or somebody who has a master's in social work that decides they don't want to be in that field, or you got someone who else has got a degree in teaching. That's probably the problem of, I guess, the times and going to school for so long, and then they feel like they can't get into a field, and they realize they don't like it.
True.
Yeah, now we'll just kind of try to let that cook the moisture out.
Okay.
Dry it up a little bit.
And it'll just shred itself more?
It'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's breaking apart.
Yeah, it's got to cook down. won't get really dry, but it'll start to break itself up.
Okay.
Now this baby's going now. You can see that flame's getting hot. Look at that.
Yeah, I got those bags for $9.99, $10 basically.
Wow. Where at?
Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
About a month ago, I was shopping. I saw. I don't know nothing about barbecuing, the you know, the briquettes and all of that. But I just seen the double bags. And
Good old Home Depot, huh?
yeah, so
selling that charcoal.
yeah, it was by the pallet load, you know, and so I thought, well, he uses a lot. Well, he only needed 2, but I bought him 4. He didn't know they came in double bags. They were tubes, so
yeah.
2.
That's for that serious barbecue weekend.
Well, whatever it was, and I brought him the things, and then I brought, like I say, those old grids or grates. And piecemealing these things together